It's your anniversary. Not like the one you want to remember. More like the one when you don't want to wake up in September. Because you render back to the past in a flash. Suddenly a distant memory becomes your reality. And you feel everything showering down on you like rain on the black cloud of that day. But I can't help but wonder, what if the roles were reversed and I was the one begging for the hearse? Would you have been able to save me? Or would you be doing the same shit that I'm doing and going through the same shit I'm going through? The more I dwell, the more I fear. What if I succumb to the same situation? So I'm pacing back and forth. My brain is racing. I can't do that. I can't leave my babies. I can't leave my family behind. I don't even know how the fuck you could have done that shit, but I understand now that you were sick. Sick as fuck and nobody understood it. But you know what? I forgive you. And I understand that you went through a lot of shit and had to keep it all bottled inside and pretend that it was all legit and everything was cool. I know you're not a fool. You've been through a lot of shit too. So as I sit in this booth telling the truth, trying to fight back tears as I keep these fears in mind, it's going alright this time. Because the more I talk about it, the more I can understand it, the more I see it through your eyes, that you were sick, you couldn't stand it, you couldn't live this life anymore, and you needed to walk out the door, and I understand that. And that's okay. Still hurts though. Still got a lot of pain. Inside my soul, I know it's whole, but it feels broken, and I don't know. Cause this wave is of emotions coming over like a fucking ocean. A tidal wave crashing over me, trying to make me think what I don't want to say. Should I take a drink? Maybe not today. Cause I'm 21 and maybe that shit is done. But I don't know, what else should I do? What if I succumb to the same situation? I've been in and out of therapy, medications, trying to make my brain change the station so I can remember something good other than everything bad that I ever went through. And I know you did that shit too. You were sitting in your room with nobody else around you. You were alone. You were just thinking inside your head, man, I know. I wish there was something I could have done. I wish that I had a car. I wish I could have drove, but I was only 16 years old. Without a permit, without a car, I was alone. So the best thing I could have done is the only thing I know, and that's to talk, to communicate. I stayed on the phone super late, till about 3 a.m. Little did I know I'd never hear your voice again. It hurts me to think about all this shit right now, but it's been 5 years and I'm trying to get this shit out. As the day inches closer, I'm trying to understand this shit is not who I am. I don't need to feel this way. I don't need to be in this hole. I don't need to feel this way because I know that you were sick. And not just sick physically, sick in the fucking head, thinking everybody wished you were dead, and that's fucked up, because nobody thought you would actually do that. But I knew that, because I knew you more than anyone ever did. I was your fucking best friend. I wish I would have said something. I wish you would have told me what you were going through. Hell, maybe we could have got you some help. Not just with the bottle, but mentally. That shit goes hand in hand. You should know this shit by now, man. That's okay. Because now you're in a better place. At least that's what they say. I hope that's the case, man. You deserve the best. You were a golden heart beating out your chest. You wore it on your sleeve, but too much darkness came over you like a cloud that wouldn't leave. I see myself in you. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I've been through hell. I've tried to get help, and I know what it's like to not want help. But you need to understand. You were loved. And as you sit up above the clouds looking down, hopefully you got a smile on your face and understand. I really wish you had a chance to meet your grandkid, because she's beautiful. She's amazing. The greatest thing that ever happened to me since those beautiful green eyes walked into my life named Emily. She took me from a dark place, and I would never have met her if I wouldn't moved in with you. And that takes me back again to my regrets that I have. And maybe if I did what I did, would I would have walked in on you with a bullet in your fucking brain, or a barrel in your fucking mouth, or any of that bullshit laying around? Could it have been me that found you? Could it have been worse? Could I have been the one begging for the hearse? Would the roles be reversed, or would you be thinking the same shit that I went through? What would you do? Would you be crying in a suit and tie while you're standing in fucking line waiting for everybody to look you in the eye and say those fucking words, I'm sorry? Sorry for your loss. Fuck that shit. I don't fucking care about your sympathy. Get the fuck out my face, cause I'm done with you being next to me. I'm done with this event. I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to go to the fucking food truck to get something in my mouth so I can distract myself from all the shit that's going on. It's the 30th of July. That was the day you died. That was the day I took a knife almost into my life, but I didn't, cause I had friends to take me out of that hole, and I was your friend. Don't you know that though? I could have brought you out of that hole. I could have saved you. But now I know that's not true. Cause once you get to the point of no return, you can't look back, because your soul will start to burn. No looking back, no door to close, cause everything open and anything goes. It's a dangerous road, and you knew it all too well. Experimenting at a young age, and that's okay, cause that's what everybody does when they're young, right? You picked up your life, you got a family, you got a kid, you got a couple daughters, you got a wife, but that bottle was still stitched to your palm and you could never put it down. Here I am missing him, wishing that I could have done something more, but I know there was nothing I could have done, nothing I could have said, nothing I could have ever seen to make you see how much you were loved and how much you mean to people. I know sometimes you would scream, and I know sometimes you get pissed because you were too sick, but I can't deal with this shit. Man, it's been 5 years and you're still fucking gone and you ain't coming back, and I'm not okay with that. But I gotta move on, I gotta progress, I can't keep this shit hanging on my chest, I gotta keep this shit locked inside, I gotta let it out. So this is my ventilation, an attempt to change the station from the 30th of July.